you want to take that approach, then Disruptor is a great 5 pick, right?
Sure.
Or 4 for that matter. Like both Taiga and Chu can play that hero, and that's tempo right there. But you've got to be a little bit cautious with falling into the trap of, hell yeah, this was fun like last game, let's just run at them again. But this time the conditions are obviously different, right? There's already a Death Prophet that you didn't face the last time, and you could end up into this precarious position where you have a lot of skirmishing heroes, but what if Nigma Galaxy just have an impenetrable 5-hero wall with DP, right? So they're gonna first phase Doom.
Into a DP as well. Like already there's one core, one hero that doesn't really care that much about Doom. You pop that Exo. Obviously, if you get Doom before it, it's a problem, but usually that's not how it goes.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd be seeing any team other than Tundra being confident enough to first phase a Doom.
Yeah, it's definitely a specialty of theirs. OG as a team have played this quite a lot in the past. There's been like times when Taiga's played it. We've seen DM play it off lane. We've even seen BZM mid Doom if we dig deep enough back into our memories. But I think for the most part, this hero is just a core right now. But I mean, do we dare say it after last game? Could it be safe lane carry? Like, it's not out of the question. Oh, we forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
Or forgot to think about it. I was like, oh yeah, look at all these meta heroes. Nigma just got IO. That's
a really nice pickup.
You want to test if you're back, you give IO and DP to Nigma. If you're back and you beat them, you're back. So
they're just playing it on hard mode now.
yes.
Yeah. Because they're facing the abyss of Division 2. Best idea. Best time to give someone DP and IO.
I mean, we've seen Nigma Galaxy lose with their IO Lesh combo before. That was up against Entity in week 1. So it isn't unbeatable. We have seen it happen before, but it is going to be a really tall ask for OG.
Especially because I think this IO is actually a very good hero against Doom, in my opinion. Doom is a lot about, sustained damage over time against a specific core, and IO can just relocate them either to Fountain or just a little bit outside the fight and just heal them up a little bit. You have the glimpse to try to counteract it, but it doesn't really work for the defensive relocates. It works mainly for the offensive ones. So unless you time it like very perfectly as they're leaving with the reload, then maybe you could get the core to stay. But
look at OG. Now that they've first phased the Doom, their aim is literally to ban out all the core one-to-one matchups in the lane. Like they banned out the Slark, the Ursa as well. I believe Monkey King should probably go too.
Yeah.
If that's the way you're rolling about it. But with these bans, you're also kind of making a statement that DM should be playing the Doom, right?
Yeah.
This isn't some crazy carry Mirana. Like, it's not going to happen.
We're back to stock standard, Yeah. Everything's within the box again, the norm. Bans AA and Naga coming out here, as well as Puck. So definitely a mix and a match of all of that for protection.
I mean, I'm just thinking if this is all smoke and mirrors from OG and they're banning these cores to try to get Nigma to go in a specific direction, and then the Doom is actually not even
carry. Yeah.
Like, I genuinely still think that's a possibility here. Because, I mean, otherwise, if you're first phasing the Doom, you have to think this hero is really good against DP, right? Because otherwise there's no way of justifying first phasing a hero into double protection banning for it. Like, they're effectively building their entire lineup around this Doom, but it does look like it is just going to be an offlane unless this is a BZM morph.
I was going to say, you're just going to stop putting them all in random.
I feel like it's a really nice morphing game regardless because of all the bans that went through, right? Like the Ancient Apparition, the Naga, the Puck, the AM, Ursa, and the Slark, like all of them, well, not all. Ursa perhaps isn't the greatest, but even he later on scales well. He can be good too.
Yeah.
So yeah, they snatch up the Morphling. And the Morphling is also very flexible. Like looking at OG.
Yeah, Sin wants it to go mid. Doom safe lane.
It can.
It can. It went mid yesterday, I believe, right? So it's possible.
It's very possible.
I guess part of the benefit to Morphling as well is that I guess it's one of the safe lane carriers that does the best against Death Prophet. Just the overall constant harassment, you can kind of offset it with attribute shift. And I don't know if you win that lane if it's like with a very strong 4 now, but maybe you're like forcing Nigma's hand a little bit with what they're going to run.
Let's think about what Nigma Galaxy want to get for themselves, though. They're going to be picking up another support here. And then what sort of core do they want to reveal? Which one are you more likely to reveal? Take away the flexibility of Death Prophet and pick up your mid or your off?
You kind of already see the matchups, right? Like you see the position 1 and the 3. So picking a carry here wouldn't be that out of the option. They got themselves to the Drow, probably one of the best left remaining versus Morph. Like Morph can get on top of her. At the same time, your ulti
Yeah.
can break his armor, so it's pretty solid.
The one thing that's a bit dangerous about Nigma's lineup here now is that if they, like now they have these triple ranged heroes, which isn't a bad thing. It's good to have ranged heroes, but I think they need to have some reliable sort of front line that isn't only the DP, and they also have absolutely no setup whatsoever. Now they have a bit of setup with a fissure now coming in. Probably going to be a 5 shaker for Kuro as it looks, because it's always GH playing IO for this team, always. Yep. So. Interesting to see. We've seen Tundra play 4 shaker or 5 shaker.
Maybe that's the trick. You know? It was always IO played by GH before, always
now it's
shaker
not.
by Kuro.
Yeah, and it's
now
a 5 morph.
It
So there's a couple of things to unpack here, right? Because first of all, you chose this over Undying, and that goes to show that Nigma are identifying, okay, we need stun.
Yeah.
We need some way of catching the morph off guard and bursting him, setting up our drow for success. But also the fact that you're willing to pick Shaker into Morph, right? That's also a little bit, dangerous at the same time. And maybe the Morph pick itself also dissuaded them from picking Undying because Morph could have turned into Undying. So this Morph pick started to have actually more and more value as we see how the teams adapt. So OG maybe are a little bit of a step ahead here.
Yeah, for OG, maybe it's a little bit easier now. They just need, a position 4 here?
Well,
if the Disruptor isn't it?
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, you were making me think about, like, is there a way in which you could downgrade this Doom to be more of a support and then they pick up a different offlane for themselves? But it is, going to be most likely now Chu again the Marcy and Tiger on Disruptor. But with them being ranged, I know a lot of teams favor Marcy into ranged heroes. That's actually the preferred matchup people favor for her.
Yeah, the other thing is this is the classic lane I think of with 5 Marcy is Marcy Morph, because what ends up happening in this lane is Morph gets harassed, gets low on health, you give him sidekick, he hits 5 times and has full HP, right? So you can very much navigate this Death Prophet lane that you're expecting to play against now. It worked for you last game. There's obviously some morale going into that. This was a successful strategy in the first game around. And you have the X factor of, well, if Marcy does get as farmed as in the last game, she's actually a real threat for the Drow. So she can jump in, she can set up the fight, get something started. And as soon as Nigma Galaxy's lineup is on the back foot and they start retreating, you have Glimpse. So you really want your lineup to force the enemy team to play defensive. That's when Disruptor shines the most. So I like it.
Yeah, it looks like OG worried a little bit about DP being mid.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
we have seen Sumail play mid, play a mean DP mid, so it is possible.
Absolutely.
Not that surprising. I wouldn't mind seeing even something like a DK or a Storm on the mid lane. Like both do well. For Nigma.
For Nigma. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both do well with the Drow. Like gets you some instant disable as well versus the Morphling.
Amar does play DK. I don't know if he plays Storm.
That's true. Yeah.
I
don't think they could go for that, could they?
It is hard to look at traditional mid lanes.
Storm is more for OG overall, right? Like BZM is the one that likes to pick it up.
It does look kind of promising for OG in this game because of the IO and Storm or IO and Drow matchups, but obviously the Drow matchup gets really good once you get the BKB. Until then it can be a bit dodgy.
Nah, scratch that Storm idea. Like,
I'm just put it in the bin.
For Nigma maybe, but they don't play it, so.
Yep. You do have me questioning, is it still then definitely going to be Sumail with the Drow and the Mind Control on Death Prophet? And now they do look at the more off-laney or the safe lane heroes to be able to be put mid. So Dragon.
Yeah, that was the other.
Nice. I mean, good call. I think it would have been a great pick for Nigma here, so good ban there. So what would Amar usually play with something like this? He'd probably love to play Viper, because Viper with Drow is perfect for him, right, as a player.
Are you afraid of another toxin used against you, maybe? Or
he doesn't know his matchup. I think that's the biggest problem, right? Like, Viper is a lane dominator, and it's not like you can't pick Viper blindly because you can. Okay, I mean, this is the other one. I didn't even want to. I didn't even want to suggest it.
Yeah, right.
I don't know how good it is here to run the Razor, but I mean,
whenever you think it's bad, whenever you think it's bad for Razor as a hero, you have to add the factor that it's a Amar Razor.
It is.
And then you go, hey, maybe this matchup is pretty good.
The matchup is still not pretty good.
He's good against Doom.
But
right?
yeah, and
at least
it is his full comfort zone, so there's that.
Yes, it very much is. And now OG knowing that...
like Samirana mid now into the Razor. Good old times.
Quaswex Invoker, maybe? Is that... stretch. It's too greedy, probably, anyway, to play Invoker here.
I was trying to think if you still run Razor mid, and you really would. Just looking at their other heroes, I feel like that is the only lane that you could run it.
If Razor or DP go mid, Quap might be alright. Like, gives you a ton of burst. Can blink out of the static link if that's the problem.
All right.
Not sure. Maybe they look at it in a different way.
Looking outside of just hero-to-hero matchups in lane, looking at the bigger picture, what else does this mid laner need? What does BZM have to provide for the team?
See, that's what I was looking at. I would love for his hero to set up Doom, and that's why Puck would have been perfect, but it's obviously banned here by Nigma. They know what makes Doom tick. It is the Invoker. Okay, I mean, I was thinking it's kind of greedy, and this time you don't have the best Sunstrike setups, and BZM will almost always play Exort on this hero. Quaswex is... I mean, both builds of Invoker really are risky in each of their own ways, right? The Quaswex Invoker, you feel like you kind of have to get quite a bit done, and if you play Exort, you're not as much of a ganking factor from the mid lane as other heroes are. But then at the same time, you look over to Nigma Galaxy, and it's either Death Prophet or Razor mid, so it's not going to be like some sort of hyper-ganking mid matchup that you're playing against.
Are you doing the Meteor Hammer here? Are you doing the Stormer Meteor Hammer?
BZM would not do that, would he? He plays carry Invoker, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely comfort, that's for sure for both teams. Razor and Invoker as the last picks. I can't say with full confidence that I feel like it's the single best heroes available like in the entire hero pool, but for the teams, they've definitely got something they know how to play with.
Alrighty, and for you, Lizard now, we see these. We know who's playing what. It is very nice, stock standard, which you sometimes like to see. Where do you favor? Is it a 2-0 or is it going to be going 1-1?
I'm hoping it goes 1-1. I would like to see game 3. Like I'm not sure when it comes to these two drafts. Like Sin said, both got the comfort zone.
Yep.
I see the weaknesses on both sides. On one side you have Drow Morph. Like Drow can scale well into that matchup. But
it's not even just not knowing what the drafts are going to be doing. It's the execution as well. How are these two teams going to be coming into game number 2? It's OG up against Nigma Galaxy with Lyrical and Kazu.
Thank you so much, and a crazy one indeed that we got.
Another one.
I know. So the thing I was looking at, it's only been Tundra so far in EU that's played Doom. But taking it in the first two, we saw it a lot more when we've been watching China.
Yep.
YBB have even run the same combo of like Disruptor Doom together.
It's scary.
It's really scary. But do you like it in this game? Do you like what they've decided to go for?
I'm not always a big fan of the first two Doom, like when you pick it that early, but I feel like they're kind of set up for a decent lane. You know, I'm a little bit worried for Nigma's bottom lane with the Drow and, what is it, Kuro on Shaker. So it's a Shaker 5.
Yeah.
If you ever have to run away from Doom Disruptor, they're very happy, and Drow Shaker don't protect each other that well. Last pick Razor, it is Amar. I do get that. But their draft, if things don't start out well in the early game, they're in for a lot of trouble, as GH might be in some trouble as well.
Oh, they're going to see that he dropped the
Nope, they
ward.
see the king.
They got him. Sumail. Oh, multi-shots turn that, but then they break it, and Sumail in a world of hurt going to go down. Yuragi gets the first blood.
Fairy
Taiga,
Fire.
Fairy Fire, living. They can't bring him down. Oh, man. Okay.
Good start
That-
for OG.
Yeah, absolutely. Sumail going down first is not great for Nigma. They're still chasing kind of here, too, though. Got to be careful with that one. See if they get the D ward also. They should be able to.
You should be able to. This Yuragi is going to get clapped just once. And last game, right, we had the bottom carry with a couple buffs. It looked pretty good. Now you have an actual carry hero in Morphling who's going to have an Alacrity and a sidekick, at least later down in the game. Four
Kuro.
runes?
Yeah, they're going to get 4. Kuro, Fissure, not happening. Oh, he's even going to punch him one time first.
Yeah, he knows.
Easy.
So they're putting Io bottom. Okay. Okay, keeping the Drow topped off and just wanting to keep them at high HP and keep hitting them. Okay, I like this support swap from Nigma.
What do you think about the BZM going for the Meteor Hammer? You know, everybody talks about him playing it his carry role, but maybe he's switching things up a little bit with the new and improved Meteor Hammer.
I can see that. A little cold snap into the high 5. I feel like Amar should do very well in this lane until like a couple minutes, and it gets a bit annoying. You get this EMP tornado combo all the time. And once he has Meteor Hammer, I feel like it's going to be very annoying for Amar. Like BZM, I think he just wants to stall the game. Make some moves, delay some towers, let Yuragi and DM get fat. Because they're the actual carries, and he's just going to help them to get there.
Okay, so trying to play a little bit less greedy of a style than he normally does, and sort of maneuvering with his team to make sure that he's in a good position. Okay, I like it. as Amar has a big wave coming in towards him right now. And so far looking pretty good against BZM. And former teammates facing off against each other in the mid lane. As Kuro going to do the normal thing, try and pull creep waves, but Chu's going to keep that pressure onto him a bit.
Yeah, should be okay. Good wave pull by Kuro, but so I'm just gonna look at so I feel like Yuragi should have a good time top. Both cores should have a decent time mid, but yeah, the swingy situation for me is definitely this bottom lane. There's a lot of volatility for both sides, but as I said before, I like the IO being here with Sumail, like just keeping him at full HP, so it's just harder to like be ran down as well.
Right, and these little plays like this, as you're seeing, Yuragi actually go on to MC a bit. But when you have these moments where, you know, Drow is having to farm underneath the tower or what have you, that extra little bit of regen helps a lot.
Yeah.
With his ability to make sure that he's, you know, still CSing and all the good stuff.
Like having that with a little bit of move speed bonus from the IO can be very good for them, as long as they can keep an okay lane positioning. Tiger with a bit of a glimpse.
Nice, just whatever damage he can do. Kinetic field is down as Sumail doesn't have an easy way to get away. DM keeps that pressure onto him.
Oh, that was... I just realized now what they did. There was a Harpy creep, so GH called Sumail over to just kill it right away, because look at DM. He leveled Devour, which usually you wouldn't do in this lane. So really nice. Honestly, they escaped GG just now.
Yeah, that's one of those things. We've seen them do such good bullying with Doom.
Yeah.
You managed to get that creep. Okay. So a little bit of a save coming out from Nigma.
Absolutely. Very important one. It's top. A lot of creeps here in the tower on MC.
Fissure going to be used. Chu trying to trade aggro off of himself is going to still be able to mess around with MC a bit. Stun does not connect this time, and even redraws a little bit of aggro. And after failed stun, just going to back away.
Okay. You know, so both sides have a bit of pressure. Mid is just people throwing spells at each other, trying to... Amar should be able to outlast hit over time with the Link. As, yeah, top lane, another Bing Bong.
Kuro, been brought down somewhat low. Has waveform ready, but doesn't want to go for the all-in play. A little bit too scary. Yeah, so this time, I mean, if we think about what happened last game, it was a lot of early momentum going into the favor of OG as Taiga's still chasing that courier down their bottom and BZM trying to create some separation. This time around, it's definitely Nigma with a slightly better start to the lanes.
For sure. They're doing very well. Like, top lane is like the most even one. Bottom, they're winning pretty nicely. And Amar is also doing a very nice job in mid, getting as much as possible out of these links to outlast hit BZM, who was forced into boots, so his Meteor Hammer won't come out as fast as maybe he would like. And yeah, I mean, they don't have this Inferno Blade in this bottom lane on this Doom, which I feel like they would really love to have as mid.
Ooh.
Slightly off on the Fissure.
Can't quite connect onto that one. Don't know if it would have really made that much difference either way.
Probably not.
But does also secure that rune up top side for Amar, which is what you want to see. And level 4 so far on this Invoker, who is just a little bit behind the Razor in lane, as we might expect.
Yeah, he's... If you win this lane as Crossvex Invoker, you must be some actual miracle. No cap.
Drains a little bit of damage and then backs out. So, wave pushing in. Amar going to be confident, just holding steady, as MC, trading hits with Yuragi, still has some extra survivability coming in with all that lifesteal. Wave forms away. Chu going to get that stun. Spirit Siphon runs out. MC keeps himself a little bit of distance away from Yuragi and Chu, but then the pullback's there. Now Kuro's starting to drop. Everybody just very low up top.
There's just a lot of trading going on, right? Like, they all know how tanky they are. There's the Psychic with the Morph. Yeah. As the panel was mentioning, you have MC, double Wraith Band, Raindrop, and our beloved spell, Spirit Siphon, Ice Frog, please. This spell still needs a little tweaking, just a little more.
And he can just respam again, these right clicks to heal back up. But gets the wave under him, 20 and 10 right now versus the 17 and 6. So after getting a couple of those levels, things starting to look a little bit better. And Sumail, he's even putting some good punishment onto DM. Yeah, this lane has actually worked out very well for Nigma over the last couple of minutes. I think that steal away of the Harpy creep has changed so much.
It really did. They're doing very, very well down there. MC as well, just gonna man up with his double Wraith Band. Okay, rebound, sidekicks.
Couple more hits. MC, very low. Can they have enough? They need 2 more hits, it looks like, and we'll be able to get him there. Chu cleans up the kill.
Oh, big kill. Where was... So, Kuro had died prior, huh? Suicided to a neutral creep.
They did it again. They got it and it denied it. This happened before. I saw that also.
I saw it last time too.
Oh my god, I can't believe that happened.
This frame perfect sync.
Radiant's top tower is under
Not too bad. You're like, yes, I denied it. And you click him, you're like, no. He's got it. Ooh, okay. TP to the tower with no HP. Yeah, honestly, Nigma's bottom lane is going very well. Mid lane is somewhat even in net worth, actually. Perhaps Amar had to spend some money on a little bit of regen.
Right.
So yeah, BZM doing pretty well in that lane, but Sumail, yeah, he is quite upset from last game, I think, and he's definitely showing it in this laning stage.
Yeah, they're beating him down. This one has looked very good from GH and Sumail playing together. I think a wise decision to send Kuro up there to the top side of the map. There are still a good amount of heroes that can get on top of him as this game goes later and later, of course, but we've seen Drowse absolutely take over throughout this DPC. It feels like one of the strongest carries in the entire game right now.
Drow is just so nice. Like, it's not just a good hero for you. Your supports love to play it. You have all this damage. You can play on high range. And DP, Razor, I mean, they definitely love to have a Drow on their team too. Pump yourselves up with some agility, get that attack speed, get the armor. The only thing I'm looking at, like when Nigma sometimes have these drafts where Amar is playing, I don't know, second carry, especially from mid, if BZM finds a movement to go down bottom and run at Sumail, I feel like, again, they don't have the best answer to really TP. Sure, level 1 Fisher, maybe they overdive and Amar can come, but I feel like BZM has a lot of options to like really open up this game once he has his Meteor Hammer.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of walking away from Nigma heroes that happens.
I think so.
They have one hero that can stun in the entire game, and that's Kuro, who's probably, let's be real, not going to get a ton of farm. This could be one of those games where you're sort of really struggling to finish people off.
Yeah, like Kuro's farm, his space will have to come from his cores owning the game and opening it up for him, where maybe MC, they take the tower and he can farm a bit, because Kuro, maybe he's going to be too poor to get a blink, but maybe around the 12-13 minute mark as Amar going for a big play.
Go for an all-in play. BZM trying to fog him out, see if he can get away from Arm and Chew. The pullback, good damage. Amar, he went in too far. Gets brought down. BZM is going to die in the end. The ring comes back through for the finish.
Okay, he got the couple of tips with the alt chat. Why not? I mean, he got the kill plus 2 TPs. That's pretty worth for me.
And, a couple of tips from both sides. I wonder if Taiga sticks around there to try and glimpse him back. I feel like that could be a play.
That sounds like a pretty cool play. Any wards? He is pinging him. Let's see if Amar eats it.
Well, not TPing back in yet. Is actually just walking. Dude, he's standing there. He's the sentinel.
He should tip Taiga.
Dude, he's walking back.
Interesting. So he wants to... I mean, first of all, it's for the glimpse, and perhaps he also wants to keep the TP open, like, for later.
Right, okay.
To, like, help out on the map. So I kind of respect it, that he didn't just straight up TP out.
Yeah.
Places himself a ward, because, I mean, look. They're just waiting to murder him.
Are they going to be able to do this?
1k HP. Let's see. Who has TPs? Nigma have TPs on all the heroes.
This feels like a dangerous moment, but of course, with that Meteor Hammer being done, it is an opening. And Amar, it's kind of hard for him to walk up into the lane when nobody else shows up. So when the Meteor Hammer spam comes out, that gives him the signal that he's going to be safe. Does lose all of his mana instantly.
He did a great job there at evading that gank and just killing the whole wave. As top. Just a little combo. Really nicely done by Chu. A perfect layering.
And MC, he might be in trouble also. They're going to have Glimpse ready for him.
Oh, he's pinging.
MC pulled back in. Spirit Siphon to try and stay alive, but BZM making the movement over 2. He's in trouble. Mar shows up for a moment. Taiga immediately just going to TP out, but doesn't manage to make the escape happen. BZM staying pretty far back in a good tornado, able to separate them again. And again, Amar has no mana.
Unlucky. Well, wherever he goes, there's BZM.
Yeah.
Pretty much just taking out his mana. As 1-for-1 trade for OG, but 2 TPs forced as well. Like Amar was forced to TP top, GH was forced to go top from bottom as well. So that now leaves Sumail a lot more vulnerable on this map. Like there's a very high chance that BZM is gonna, just angle towards bottom. Because who can help him?
Yeah, there's really nobody that can get down there quickly enough. I mean, IO only level 4 at this point. They are going to block off this DD rune from being picked up. And that sets up actually for just Kuro to take it away.
He can farm his blink now with the DD. No problem.
Don't worry, Amar. You didn't want that anyway.
Steal the creeps, Kuro. Come on, you have DD.
Meteor Hammer onto mid again with Catapult. And BZM, all of the cores right now from OG looking pretty solid. And they're actually going to smoke up, and it looks like they are going to make that play you're talking about. Try and head down bottom and see if they can catch Sumail.
Okay, let's see if GH will be able to break that one. He is in a very good position right now. He knows that Sumail is the king in this game, top net worth. You definitely want to protect him. So GH, at least for now, in a pretty good position.
Has Doom ready on DM, but heading out.
They're trying to dodge it.
Oh, they dodge him. GH, he's back over there. They spot Sumail, going to go instead for the easier kill onto GH here. So bringing him down, the glimpse pulls him back in. There is going to be a fissure to make sure that Taiga goes down, and in fact, BZM actually gets gusted, has to TP out immediately, but Kuro in range to break it. Oh, wow. That is such a huge turnaround. With the Mars showing up, 3 go down.
That was really nicely done by Nigma. GH with the perfect positioning, just baiting a lot and, you know, just breaking the smoke. Kuro with the TP also getting to cancel the TP out from BZM. And I mean, look at Sumail. His net worth is... It's definitely up there.
And he has, I mean, we talked about sort of the amplification of damage from the Marcy. The Io's the original. This hero giving attack speed, giving damage, you know, well, not damage, but damage by staying alive. Feels very good.
I mean, he just evaded another smoke.
Yeah.
But Yuragi and Chu were smoking to mid, trying, you know, catch Sumail while he's hitting the tower. But what do you know? He's just chipping it 3-4 times. He was like, okay, they're probably coming. Backs off. Really, really nice map awareness right now coming out from the king.
What more can they do now? Amar is here. There's a lot of heroes in the area. And BZM, Tornado to start with the Meteor Hammer. Easy setup, but the miss. Ooh.
Easy setup. For who? Not for himself, apparently.
Oh, apparently. I don't know, man. A weird one.
MC looking to pressure. I mean, Nigma doing a nice job. They're pressuring top and mid. BZM.
Static Storm down, connects onto 2, but BZM,
Sentry.
he's linked up. They go for the glimpse back to try and get
he tried to dodge
away.
it.
And it is going to be enough for the moment. Sumail still chasing. They've got illusions on BZM, keeping eyes on him. But the tornado goes out, and now it's enough to back away. Multi-shot, quite going to connect. The fissure was there, but they don't have enough for the kill. So as we said, a lot of walking away, and he snipes him! Takes out Kuro with the glimpse. Taiga able to get a pick off there.
Okay, I mean, at least there's a lot of action in this game. You can't complain about people being AFK because they're definitely not.
Yeah, a lot of battles.
DM is getting to recover at least a little bit down bottom. He's been left alone, has his Midas, Max Devour, keeps hitting some tower. But yeah, I like what Nigma are doing. Top tier 1 is being pressured by MC. Could soon be in a bit of trouble though. In the meantime, they were chipping down mid as Chu is just waiting for more people to arrive.
Scan, connects, and...
He did him dirty.
Going to get out of harm's way. Nicely played.
Very nicely done with the Tumbler's Toy into TP, forcing some more, you know, reactions on the map. Yeah, right now, Nigma are definitely out-moving OG on this map.
Yeah, they're getting everything that they need. There is still a lot of farming going on from these heroes.
Yeah.
You look at Morphling, you look at Doom. They've basically been absent from this game in a lot of ways, it feels like. Well, a lot of the other action's been going on with the Invoker. Now a smoke up coming from Drow and Io, who are going to spot DM. Want to try and find him for the kill, but no way to break that one. Kuro already used Fissure.
Oh, okay. Fissure on CD outside. Oh, that's an interesting TP. But yeah, he's just gonna TP out. He's fine. Now taking some turns. OG gonna go and take the top tier 1. I mean, I guess a bit of farming going on until we reach one of the next items. So OG want to invade the triangle.
Mar spots Yuragi. They think about going in, but the wave form out. Chu in trouble. They're gonna glimpse away 1. So that means that Drow will not be helped out anymore, but Taiga getting low. Does he have enough to get away? No.
Nope.
A double for Amar.
Yeah, I'm surprised this game is so... Now they have BZM blocked off too.
Needs to be careful about this. The silence is out. DM is nearby. Does drop the Doom immediately on to that Earthshaker. Tornado backs away. Good damage out. BZM is going to get chased down the Ghost Walk. The multi-shot's going to be enough. Yuragi trying to bring down Sumail now. This Gus doing a lot of work.
silence.
The second round of silence. Can they kill him off in time? Yuragi turns to fight as DM wants to stay on a hero, but the silence is there. And then the stomp, and then the connection. A couple more hits from the glimpse. It's down. Chu is there, and they're going to find Sumail. What a huge win. OG pull a fight out of nowhere.
Oh, that was actually just beautiful spell usage. First, Kuro, he's looking for the Echo.
Echo Slam. No? Okay.
No.
Just a Fisher.
That would have been very cool, but no. Tsuragi has to TP out. First with the Doom to make more time. I mean, is the fight even over yet? BZM is coming for another round.
Dun, 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 dun. And a glimpse back. Wasn't able to get him all the way to base on Amar, but just back to the tier 2. Still, the mid tower goes down.
That was huge for OG. Suddenly they're up 3k gold because, you know, Doom is kind of shitting out money. Now he has a BKB, Nigma with a slight overplay and a Morphling. Attribute shift, and he turns into DP, sucks a few people, and what? Gets like 3k HP in 2 seconds.
Right, and Taiga coming back at that perfect
Super
moment
clutch
to make sure that he was able to get that static storm off. Yeah, I mean, that fight basically started in the Radiant Ancients, and it just continued all the way back. As you're going to see the catapult start to do some good damage along with the Meteor Hammer down bottom. So in the space of a couple of minutes, it's going to be Nigma that will have lost all of their tier 1 towers.
Ooh. Yeah, these last couple minutes, wow. I cannot stress enough how much of a disaster they have been. They were so close to like taking the mid tower and the top tier 1, but now look at MC's net worth. He has fallen behind so much in this game.
And these DPs, like when you see them start to get blown up a couple of times, like the mech isn't enough, you know, because you're the central target in these engagements. Maybe it's going to be Razor this time. We'll sort of have to see how the fights unfold, but they're really going to need those saves coming from the IO.
Yeah. Amar is going to have to help his team a lot, especially MC. Death Prophet relies on running in and continuing to do so. So now that his net worth is so low, Amar is going to have to take over. It's true. Good silence.
Does have a lot of armor with that medallion. Able to take away the Observer Ward actually there.
Okay. I mean, they're getting to hold their own jungle. They're going to wait for Amar's BKB, and then they're actually going to be pretty strong. As there's a Vessel on BZM, I really like this item build. A lot of other Invokers I've seen, they just go this Meteor Hammer into Midas, but look at his heroes. He's not the real carry, as now they're TPing top. MC might just be getting another death.
Yeah, no way to get out of this one. I mean, he'll get the tower, but it costs him a lot. So BZM is actually the one that gets the last hit with the Meteor Hammer damage. But yeah, that is not what you want to see. You are an Nigma fan, although they will likely also lose the mid-tier 1 tower. So a lot of buildings falling down.
Absolutely. And I must say, there's a lot of things happening for OG right now that I like a lot. First of all, the Vessel against DP and against IO, super good. It's also great that you're not greeting up because you already have the Doom Morph. And Chu, he's going for a Solar Crest, not the drums. Why? Because it's Morph who's playing against a Drow Ranger. You want to feed armor to your teammates. So really nice switch up there too. Like, once again, things are coming together for OG.
Get that. You can see esportsbet.io, 1 to 4 odds right now, feeling pretty good about themselves. And yeah, the extra armor, he built it later, but it was the first item drums for Chu in the last game. So definitely swapping it up and feeling good about his situation right now. The other thing that you might end up seeing later on could be even like an AC maybe out of the Doom.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to help your teammates out with the armor from now. As Nigma are holding the net worth, you know, for now, between 3 and 4k, but these next couple minutes and potentially the first Roche is crucial. Nigma have finished up a couple items, Holy Locket on Io, the Pike on Sumail with the Shard, and Amar's BKB. Like, this next fight, Amar can be a really big nuisance.
We'll see if he can actually get where he needs to be. Now, he does show on this lane here for a second. If he goes for the next creep wave, oh, Amar, does he get greedy? They're all over here. He is going to show, and OG going to gladly be willing to take this one. As the Stomp comes out, the Meteor Hammer is there. They're trying to bring in and turn this around. BKB used at very low HP, but it might be enough to turn this. DM, he's just going to TP out.
Okay.
So that's the BKB used with the Haste Rune. Not enough to kill off Amar.
BKB trades, I would say that's somewhat okay, as I haven't checked out Taiga in a while, but he's halfway to an Aghanim's.
He's been having a really good game so far. Made that clutch save in the mid lane, getting a lot of gold for himself, and if you can get this Disruptor off to a hot start, he is definitely going to take it to the house. I mean, we always think about Taiga Black Hole, right? Now he's just going to be able to buy it on another hero.
Yeah, another win condition where you get stopped by it and you're just like, okay, I can't do anything. I'm just going to wait for 5 seconds.
Yes, I'll die.
Hope I live. Oh, I'm dead.
That was Kuro, though, having the shard completed, too.
Yeah.
He's still trying to get to the Blink Dagger. It just, these games feel so hard to play for Nigma when they just don't really have, like, that great of initiators.
What do you mean? They have Fisher.
I know, but it's
on their
not,
+5.
It's, you know, it's not great.
Well, I do like the swap up that he goes for the shard, right, with the Fisher, because Blink, I mean, let's face it, he's not getting it for another like 15 minutes if they get to hold the game that long. Because now OG up 5k gold, smoking around, and yeah, I just feel like for Sumail, it must be really hard right now to play the game. You are top net worth, yes, but it feels incredibly hard to fight into OG.
3, 2, 1, Static Storm back up. Sumail, he's going to get caught, going to get brought down by
Relocate
it
still on cooldown
afterwards. And that is going to be an easy kill, I think. Yes.
Yep.
BKB afterwards. DM's there, has the Doom ready. Doesn't want to drop it, though. Backing away, finally throws it. And Amar, he's going to have a lot of damage, but will it be enough to get him out? No. So they take down 3. MC trying to escape. Yuragi switched into that Razor form, getting the
Glimpse
damage
again.
out and having him caught. MC also going to die. 4 heroes dead. The last one alive is Kuro, who is eventually going to get
dead.
chased down. The full team wipe for only the Doom. What a huge win for OG.
Oh my god, OG are back or what? They just need
killing
to like play some weird stuff, you know, bust out some Mirana carry with Marcy 5, 2 games in a row. I love how they're moving around the map, their itemization. You know, it looks like an actual team.
Right. Well, and the thing about it, too, is it's interesting, because this is what I was saying about Nigma the entire first start of the tour.
Yeah.
We never doubted these players' talent. The thing that we doubted was if they're going to sort of work together in concert. And maybe we're finally starting to see that from OG as well. This is obviously a star-studded lineup, and they're playing their heroes just about perfectly in this game. It's so crazy that it's happening right towards the end of the tour, though.
You never know what to expect. Like sometimes it just happens at this magical moment right now where they need it. This is like a do or die moment for them.
Yeah.
They're showing up. Yeah. Sumail is getting closer to his BKB, but I'm just struggling to see how they want to fight in a nice way. Like a lot of the time, I'm just trying to map it out in my head, and it feels awkward.
Right.
You're working around one stun, one single Fisher.
It does definitely feel bad in that way. And, I mean, the other thing is that the other way I could see these fights going well is maybe MC's like out in front with Exorcism going, presenting a target onto a tower or something, and then they can go for like a counterplay. But this lineup doesn't really counterplay either. It's like there's so many heroes that I feel like want to do similar things.
Yeah, they might have to look to attack first. Like maybe go around, get on the supports. That's usually one of the best things as MC. On a ward?
Oh no, the catch there onto 2. GH trying to get away. The BKB is out from DM, and MC, he's going to be the first one to go down. Can they find more? Can these heroes get out of there? Sumail TP's away. Do they have anything else for a catch? Glimpses up, but no vision. Kuro, he's going to get away.
Okay, I guess they only lost MC for now.
Those deaths hurt, though. It feels terrible.
They really do. I think that MC is not coming back into this game. He's for now, he's going to be a Greaves. He has to rely on Amar going in for him with this Drow Aura, and he's going to have to hope that that's enough. But you have to do that against a Morphling with a Sidekick, a Solar Crest, and Alacrity. DM.
No BKB for him, although they're going to glimpse Amar still running in with the BKB.
Can he get out?
That's eventually going to wear off, my man. And indeed, it's going to wear off right now. Sumail also may be in some trouble. He doesn't have a BKB. Chu jumps forward right
Pike.
on top of him. But do they have anything
Echo?
else? The Echo, Yuragi still living through that. And Taiga, with a glimpse, can pull him back in if they get some good vision. Sumail thinks about turning, ready to fight. GH aggressively
wanna fight.
whipping them, running on in, thinking about using their one stun.
Nice field.
But can't do anything.
You can tell how badly GH wanted to go in there. If he had any aggressive spell, he would have blinked right on top of all of them.
Dude, the spirits.
Yeah. Where are they?
Yeah, he's just got to level him, and then he'll be ready.
Yeah. They're coming soon.
Echo slammed down right now. Kuro, he's getting close to his Blink Dagger, but they're going to see this spirit running on in, and that's going to pull off any hopes of trying to sneak a Roche.
How sad. Like, they were probably debating
Yeah.
to sneak it, and then this little pesky dumbass runs in there and sees you.
Dude, they would. I think absolutely they would have gone for it.
Okay, they're smoking around. They see Taiga.
Caught for a moment. Somewhat tanky.
Right,
Not
freebie.
tanky enough.
Does have buyback,
Yeah.
at least for now.
Would love to not have to use that if possible. He's been building towards this Aghanim Scepter. And of course, if they do want to come and contest this, they're going to need to make it happen soon. Although it looks like they're actually... Wait,
They're really giving it up. Where's the tornadoes,
Oh,
bros?
nobody was looking at the pit, and then they saw it die late.
Oh,
Disruptor buys back into the game. DM thinking about jumping, but they're not able to do it. Chu, he's
Chu.
into the pit. Chu trying to take it.
Oh,
they
they got
steal it away. Yuragi takes it from him. Chu just almost solo killed MC himself. And now the turn onto Amar. Yuragi living through it. When it goes from bad to worst, it's pretty rough, and Drow going to get caught, killed off. GH, the last one alive. It was a bold attempt, but in the end, it wasn't enough.
They baited them. I'm sure OG were like, wait another second, wait another second. Now we go. Chu just chatting it up, goes in, gives vision. Yuragi comes in with the waveform, snatches the Aegis, and yeah, I mean, if things weren't already bad, now they're very bad.
Dude, I think Chu is really making Marcy look like a good 5.
Yeah, he's making it look like a good hero.
I was fully ready to come on in here and flame this, but last game he played really well. I thought it was just like, okay with the Mirana, but now, like, being able to go in, be like this super tanky hero, 2,000 HP with like basically no items, just chilling.
Marcy 5 reminds me of heroes like Disruptor. They look very good when you can keep going in, you have people to play off of, you can jump in, pull people into you, play an aggressive laning phase, and most importantly, make use of the sidekick and build the Solar Crest or drums. Because you don't really have a different item build. And they're showing this perfectly in these drafts.
Yeah, they've picked it in the second phase each time. Maybe there'll be a chance that other teams are going to have to ban it out. But for now, Nigma heading in towards bottom, wanting to retake their jungle and get some farm on these heroes. They need this BKB desperately on MC. And to be honest, now that Drow has it, I don't know if that makes it significantly better. They're also going to need a Linken's on top of it.
It's just a problem. Like, Sumail, his net worth is still good when we consider the situation he's in and, you know, what's happening in the game, but your BKB doesn't do that much when you have 2-3 other heroes who also need their next item, and then they need their next item, because you want to fight, but they don't. Now you're down 17k in gold, and you're like, okay, I guess we just need to split the map and wait.
All right. No, it feels bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this a full BKB coming out for Marcy? Yes, it is.
Oh, he's chilling.
And 30 gold, 130 gold away from the Disruptor Ags, too. Yeah, that's going to be coming off of this tower.
I mean, OG have, like, all of the heroes can do so much in a fight. Like, if Chu has a good initiation, pops his ult with the BKB, he can just kill one of the subs. Or force BKBs on the course. Then there's a static. Yeah, there's a lot of problems that are being thrown Nigma's way.
And right now, they're trying to come on in and pressure bottom tower, but it's OG that are knocking on their front door down here. And Yuragi almost takes it just by himself. Alacrity, sidekick, everything.
That's a pretty strong morph.
God, he just... I mean, it's just the attack speed right now, too. Obviously, not that many points in the Exort for the Invoker. Oh, he has, you know, he's maxed out. Never mind. It just wasn't updating for me. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, and he's already top net worth. The amount of gold he's getting. Okay, that's true. Goes in. Fisher.
And just getting ripped apart.
Unlucky.
Caster Curse, he's playing so well. But they do get the racks. So, you know, giving up the life for the racks.
Yeah, unlucky. He didn't have to jump in, but he got fished at the same time. Nigma, they want to try to use this timing. They do have a DD on Amar as well, leading the charge.
They hit it immediately.
Yep. They know. Who are we putting in front? Maybe Mr. Aegis Man would be a good choice.
Well, it looks like Nigma are just going to back.
Nigma just smoking away from their problems, I see.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Just get away. Creeps in our base, who cares? Maybe they're going to push mid.
Base race?
Yeah, why not?
Let's go, guys. You'll win it for sure.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong?
They do have the creeps in their base, though, and, well, TP's in mass
Rainbow
down bottom.
TP bottom. Okay.
4 heroes. And can they catch him? Amar.
Oh, the Titan. The neutral item.
Oh, the neutral item. It's going to go away. Who picks it up? Oh, that feels bad.
At least Amar pinged it out before he died. Guys, go. Go pick it up.
That one hurts.
It really does.
And Taiga looking for a glimpse target. Can they get vision of anybody? Chasing. BZM on their heels.
They see him.
Turn, walked into it. BZM in some trouble now, but DM shows up, gets it down immediately. And now with the Doom and, well, the other form of Doom, she is going to die. The relocate also means that they're likely going to get this IO kill.
Oh, bonus kills. Yeah, again, just a lot, like when you're down this much and the enemies are buying good items, BZM with the Witchblade and the Pike, Vessel, like all these random attributes and HP items so he gets to live through. Suddenly, the bros are here, 3 dead. Yeah, 21k lead. Nigma are going to have to pull out something insane in order to come back in this game.
What an exceptional performance from OG.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think, you know, not just the fact that, like, you know, they're coming in, they're looking good, they're winning these games, but considering where they were, I think that it shows a lot of fortitude for a team to be able to sort of come back from being down bottom of the region and make this type of a play happen.
Absolutely, and they're looking great. So they definitely had a good talk after their most recent loss.
Yeah. Wait for him. Draghi is going to be able to dodge that.
They're toying with Amar up top.
Well, DM. Oh my god, that item.
Styling on him with the Ogre Seal.
The Ogre Seal totem is so insane. And Amar, he's going to be in some trouble now. Catches him right there, and Chu comes in for the finish with BZM. Kills his courier too, and your little dog too.
Damn.
Draghi.
He's chilling. Has Satanic.
You do see how much damage the Drow does when there isn't that extra armor on him. But as long as they're nearby, not easy to go for the kill. And MC finally using that BKB charge. They will get a fissure. Chu in again. DM now chasing. Their stun is dead. No way to get out of that one, as well, Tornado just going to be a little bit a ways from it. Sumail pops his BKB as you saw Tiger running up. A little bit afraid of that Aghanim Scepter, although he did not drop it yet. And now the glimpse after the BKB was used from Sumail. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, but the reload out keeps him alive.
Okay, still holding for now. People are starting to respond.
There are creeps hitting tier 4 towers, but it's also a Morphling hitting your racks, and that is going to be a second one most likely done. There's also a really good ward inside the base. So if they want to step a bit far in, they can do that too. But no, they're not going to stick around for the melee. We'll just retreat.
I mean, Sumail would love to just stand his ground and hit Yuragi, but the moment Yuragi just looks at him,
yeah,
and punches him once, Sumail is like, yeah, I don't want any of this. Pops his BKB, has to run away. Yeah, this is not the Drow Morph matchup the way that you kind of want it to be. You're so far behind.
He's playing with one hand right now. He's thinking about what he needs to do.
Maybe it helps him think this way, and standing still.
He's scratching his beard a little.
It is hard. I don't know if when you're when you're down 26k gold, I don't know if helping, you know, if it helps to play with one hand. Maybe it's new tech I don't know about.
Possibly. Midas back up for DM, but he's got death on the mind, and it's MC that's going to be likely giving it to him. Jump in, finds him immediately, but he gets the BKB off.
Okay.
Okay, MC living.
Sure.
Now the turn. The stun is pretty good for Yuragi. The Echo Slam afterwards, but the turn, it's a lot worse for them. Another stun, this time onto MC as Amar. And then on the backside of it, they weren't able to find any kills. And with the curl buyback, they are going to retreat.
Okay, buyback forced. Couple of BKBs. We're chilling. Roche can be up soon.
Let's see what that timer ends up being. 1:20. And so that does buy enough time for EXO to be back up, I think. No, not quite. No, it's 2 minutes.
Not quite indeed. As OG now, I mean, they can basically do whatever they want. They can be in a semi-aggressive position if they ever see Nigma leave the base and just kill them. If none of those, are, you know, if nothing comes up, you can wait for Roche, kill it in 1 minute, pick up the shard, pick up the Aegis, and then eventually look to high ground because you are up so much gold. You have a lot of, you know, like buffering.
Yeah, no, they are absolutely in control of this game. I mean, right now, what, 7,000 gold ahead of the Drow is the Morphling?
Yeah.
And with, you know, Satanic and all these other things, it's just really feeling impossible to try and kill Yuragi. He's going in for an Aghanim's next, but in the meantime, they also find Amar.
They found him.
No BKB ready, and he is going to drop. I mean, you just take one step outside and you're just dead.
Yeah, like maybe you're at the stage where you should start relocating like outside to, I don't know, farm some waves, or maybe you relocate to pick up the DD as they are doing now into the buyback.
All right.
So Sumail TP's back himself. They won't know what happened. They don't know he has a DD.
Yeah, this is an
now
interesting one. They've got to get something done here. But they don't have any control for this team. They can't do it. They can't pick the fight.
Well, they can only fight if OG allows them to, and OG are like, no. You brought back. I don't want to be here anymore. Up, smoke up. Okay, let's go.
Right underneath the ward, and BZM laughing about it.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah.
No, all good, all good.
Run back in. BZM breaks the smoke. MC spotted. Iragi, they jump in, find Amar. He gets the BKB off. Immediately, Iragi gonna go for the Hurricane Pike back away. Gotta be careful. Taiga could have a big ulti here if it works out, but all the BKBs are already used. Now the Doom onto MC. Iragi's still right there.
Echo Slam.
Onto both of them. Iragi, but he's living.
Nope, Satanic.
He got it off at the last second. They're gonna take down Sumail. Gonna go for more kills. Kuro in trouble. Io nowhere left to go. That is everybody dead. Most without buyback. GG. OG come in and win the series, and DM very happy about it.
Well, rightfully so. They have not looked that good, and today they just show up and, yeah, they're back. This is the OG we all want to see. They come in, pick some Marcy, do some stuff. Looks amazing.
Yeah, really, really solid stuff from them. I think that